Hello again, friends. If you're considering a move to Ohio, one of the important things to consider are townships. You might be asking yourself, what the heck are townships? It's something that only certain parts of the country have. I did not grow up here in Ohio, so I didn't really understand townships till I moved here. But now I do. Now that I do, it's something that you need to understand because how that affects the local tax rates, especially. So a little bit of history about Ohio. We were part of the Northwest Territory when the state was surveyed out. They broke up the state into little squares and they called them townships. These are a little bit different than cities, and the government structure is a bit different, but yet it's the same. I guess that's the way to describe it. So inside of the townships, you have towns that became cities, and it could get very, very confusing. So I live in Miami Township, but then there are portions that used to be Miami Township that are now West Carrollton. There are portions that are now Miamisburg. There are portions that are Carlisle and other communities near me. And so the township itself has really, really weird borders because you'll go for a mile or two, be in the township, then you'll end up in a city, then you go back in the township and all that good stuff. And it's not really super important to know the township boundaries, but one important thing to consider is that townships are not allowed to charge city income tax. So if city income tax is something that's important to you, if you saw my last video and you understand the ramifications of city income tax, definitely looking at living in a township could be beneficial for you. So, for example, Centerville and Washington Township are right next to each other. They both have nearly identical services. You go to the same schools, you're on the same roads, very, very similar. But in Centerville, you pay 2.25% city income tax. In my Washington Township, it's 0. So that's something to consider as you're looking at the different parts of the Dayton area to move here. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out 937-572-3713 or scarpero.com. Thanks.